Oh yeah, pipe smokers, yeah. This is the Paul Gilson YouTube channel, and I'm Paul Gilson, aka Paul the Pipe Guy. And happy Tuesday, yeah. So, we have Garrett sent me 4 more pipes and a couple little surprises. Garrett is actually a good friend. Him and his partner Katie. I'm not sure if they're married, but even if you are married or you're not, you're still partners. And she's a wonderful young lady. He's a wonderful young man. Great people. So he sent me this box. It felt like it weighed like a pound. And now I see why. With the pipes that he has in them are pretty big ones. But he also sent me this Molto Dolce. I believe it's a Sutliff blend. And it's kind of a dessert blend. Oh, it smells good. Yeah, it's supposed to have, I looked it up, I'm trying to remember. It's supposed to have like a buttery vanilla type of taste. Well, let's start it on fire, man. Grab your favorite pipe, grab your favorite blend, and get something to drink. Thanks, man. I appreciate this. And he's got one other surprise in the box for me. So this is yet another box opening from personal friends of mine, and also they are clients of mine. Yeah. So, I got a bowl loaded with half a bowl. Let's start it on fire. Oh, wow. It tastes even better than it smells. Guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate this. And she's going to go right into a mason jar. Just like that. Yeah. This tastes really, really good. Oh, man. I like this blend a lot. I'm normally like a Latakia lover, but this is really good. It tastes like an after-dinner dessert. You're absolutely right. Yeah. So he's given me some instructions, which I love. If you're going to send me pipes, give me instructions. I still do have some questions after reading this wonderful note that he sent me. Right there. And I love it, man. He signed it. Thank you for all you do with all our love and support. Sincerely, Garrett. Thank you, Garrett. Oh, this is good. I don't want to stop smoking it. I don't have any beer in front of me. What's wrong? I'll be right back. All right, so cheers. Now we have a beer. Cheers. Yeah, so being a Sutliff blend, I think they took a little bit from the Sutliff vanilla custard, maybe, and used it in this. It is good. I should have written down everything that was in it, but poor planning on my part. And this bowl smokes great. This was one I was going to send my good friend Eddie, and then at the last minute I noticed there's a little repair I've got to make up here. The wall on the very tip top is just a little oblong there. Sand that down just 2-3 millimeters, and then put a chamfer on the inside of that, and that goes away. But I just couldn't. I was getting it ready to send, and I'm like, oh man, no. I called them up. Oh, this is good. So let's take a look at these pipes that Garrett sent me. And so he's got the first pipe is the Pipstar that he wants the red coating taken off, and he said he reamed it, but I'm gonna. It's actually pretty good, but I'm gonna ream it a little bit more. It breaks down into 3 pieces, so that should help with things. And so this comes out like that. The stem. He's got his filter. He actually built this pipe, kind of. And then this unscrews from here, which I already looked inside of this. It's pretty evil looking. It's, yeah, that definitely... I'm going to take my .30 caliber gun cleaning kit to this. With a brass reamer and get all of that crap out of there. Yeah. So, yeah, the red stuff needs to come off. I hate that when people think they're going to refinish a pipe and then put this red stuff on it. It's really just like a spray clear coat with a red tint in it. Because I did manage to scrape a little bit of it off, and some of it was already missing. So I don't like to use any strippers or anything. I used to back in the 80s. No, I'm teasing you. I never liked strip clubs. I always told my buddies, I'd rather go out to a bar, pick up a girl, and take her clothes off myself. But no, we're not going to use any paint stripper or anything on this. It's all going to have to be done by hand. And without losing the lettering and the bowl number and so forth. It's all going to have to be done by hand. Steel wool. But actually, I may try, instead of the steel wool, I think I'm probably going to try, I've got this white diamond. It has a tiny abrasive in it, and we'll see if it'll take this off. I think it will. The Briar's speaking to me. I thought I was going to be here for, we'll see though. So that's his first pipe that he has. He's got another pipe here. I have pipes all over. I've got money all over. Yeah, second one is the Viking Classic, which he actually, I think he built this one too. Says he loves this pipe. He bought it with a Stummel only and the metal band, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, he says he wants to get this finished. The finish is basically half gone on it. You can see. We're going to try to put her on the wheel. I've got some ideas for this pipe. And if you'll notice, you see that space in between the ring and the briar? I don't like that. I'd like to have that fitting up proper, but I gotta be careful because I don't want to break this pipe, or I'm going to be sending him my Viking pipe, which is new. So yeah, so that one we'll take care of for you, and I'll call you to see if you want this one reamed out. And then he has his third pipe around here. It is a modified basket pipe. Smokes this thing all the time. Gorgeous stem. And that is a gorgeous pipe. That, after I put that on I'm not touching the stem with the wheel. No way. I'm not putting any carnauba wax on that. That stem is perfectly shiny right from the factory. Says he smokes it all the time, but never had much of a finish. So I will make this. He wants it to look as good as it smokes. I will make it look as good as it smokes. That will be no problem. at all. And I got to call and see if you want this one reamed out. The reason why I say that is because people that buy pipes, either that buy pipes new, it takes a while to build that carbon buildup inside of them. So I don't want to take a pipe like this and ream it out, and then he's got to start all over. I'm going to ask him if he wants it reamed out and deghosted. And if he does, then I'll do both those processes. But, you know, if somebody sends me a pipe they bought new, they broke it in themselves, and it doesn't have a ton of carbon buildup in it, I'm going to recommend them leaving it alone. It'd take me 30 seconds to ream that out. Then we have a fourth pipe, which is a gift to me. And he said that the fourth pipe is for me. It was a kit that he bought. Looks like from Mr. Bragg. And he says he doesn't know how to refinish it. And it's a Parawood pipe. And this is cool looking, man. Thank you so much. He made that himself. He carved that himself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe change a couple of things on the top of the bowl, maybe just a little bit. We'll have to look at it a little bit more. I think he did a great job on that. I'm going to stain that dark as fuck. Bottom part, maybe we'll sand that a little bit more. And it's got this long stem on it, you know. It's going to be a great smoker. So we're going to make these great for you, man. I want to try putting this one on the wheel just to see what happens. Now, I got to be careful because it looks like he has laser etched into here. Ah, yeah, Paul the Pipe Guy didn't miss that. His logo, his YouTube logo. So I got to be real careful. Also, I'm noticing that right up through here, the bottom, and part of the way up the side is a hairline crack. Didn't know if you saw that or not. Let's put it on the wheel. We'll be right back. Oh yeah, okay, cheers, we're back. The one thing that you don't want to do when you work on pipes is have too much of this, because you will screw something up. And then you're going to be like, why did I do that? So I may have 1 or 2 beers, work on my pipes, unless, you know, I'm deghosting them or doing something where I can't really F them up. Let's look at 2 of Garrett's pipes. Oh God, I need that after these ones. The first one here, this beautiful pipe, no name or anything on it. That has 3 coats of carnauba wax on it, but it doesn't shine like I want it to. And I did notice some things on this pipe instantly when it came in. Instantly, I noticed, first of all, that he's got his little insignia there, which looks like it's laser etched in there. And I didn't want to polish that off because, you know, Briar's a soft wood. You can take a cotton wheel, carnauba wax, and I can erase that. I didn't want to do that, so we kept that there for you, buddy. I did notice instantly that there's a crack. You can see it right there around the bottom of the bowl. And she goes up. She goes up this side just a bit, about up to there, which is fine. The thing's still going to smoke great for 1,000 years. Then when I was polishing her up, I think in the front, inside the bowl, I noticed a crack from about, I don't know, a little more than halfway up, and that goes all the way down to the bottom of the bowl. They're both hairline cracks. That's fine. This pipe is still going to be a great smoker. So we clean the top off of her. I'm still going to do more. That's going to need a lot of carnauba wax. Man, I don't know what kind of wood this is. I don't even know if it's briar. It's got a beautiful grain, and it's got a couple of factory fills there, or dents. I got carnauba wax dust all over my glasses, so it's a little hard to see. Yeah, so we're just going to keep working with this pipe. I'm not touching this stem at all. It's pristine. All right. So, anyways, we've got that pipe. This one I'm proud of. I really am. So this is your Viking Classic, and like I said, when you're polishing, you got to be very careful not to take lettering off. I was able to preserve the lettering on that. Okay, as you can see there. Obviously, it's got polish over it, so it doesn't look quite as pronounced as when I got it. But easily read and still deep. Still looks great. We were able to preserve that. I polished around it, and then I hit that real light. So yeah, this pipe was missing half the finish. Somebody had taken this pipe, sanded it down or whatever, and put a clear coat on it. So between my white diamond polish and extra fine steel wool, we were able to get that off, and we were able to get her to polish to look like glass. Still going to put a few more coats of carnauba wax on that. The other thing, and this is something I'm really proud of, okay? Now, Garrett had put this pipe together, okay? So you've got, you know, your stem that comes out, and he put this band on it so that it would all fit together nice to accept this 9mm filter, okay? So there was a gap in it, all right? There was a gap between the band and the wooden part of the pipe, and I'm like, all right, this could be dangerous. So I kind of pushed on it, and I got it pushed down, and then I noticed, guess what? This band is not perfectly even. Meaning, if you look at the band on this lead, all right, it's perfectly even. Maybe that's a bad example. Well, this band that he had on this pipe had a canter. In other words, the way he had it on, the back part here was wider than the front part. So what that presented for me, this did not meet up, this front part, right here, right there, did not meet up even with the briar. There was a big drop. Actually, this actually stood up higher. No, there was a big drop. And then when you put the stem in, there was like a huge incline. Now, you might be able to see it on the pipe. All right, that band it's tilted. In other words, the back part of it is thinner than the front part of it by about 60 thousandths of an inch. So what I did, thank God I didn't super glue it on already, I was able to take the band off without damaging anything, switching the band around so that the larger end of it, which is this side, fits nicely with the pipe. And the smaller end, it's still about 15 thousandths of an inch above the height of this. And I thought about grinding it down or whatever, and I'm like, no. We're not going to do that. So I polished it all up great. It still sits a tiny bit higher, but it looks normal. It makes the pipe look beefy, like something that was made around the turn of the century. So it actually kind of flows all the way down through. I'm really proud of this. It's super glued on there now, so it's not coming off there, buddy. Yeah, look at that. And there's no gap or anything in there anymore. Yeah, this pipe's done. The only thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go through, clean all the internals out of it, you know, and then I'm going to take the filter out, smoke it, make sure it's not ghosted. If it is, I'm going to deghost it for you. This motherfucker's going to be a bitch. Try to get a polishing wheel down in there. Yeah. It's like trying to get into a nun's pants. I am so proud of this pipe, though, the way this turned out. That's beautiful, and it's got a candy finish on it. Just dripping with carnauba wax. Gorgeous, wet looking. Just beautiful. Yeah, so there you go, buddy. Now I'm just going to go through the internals. Anyways, that's our smoke together. We didn't smoke that much, but you know, the good thing about being able to pause your video is when I paused it and said, let's see what we can do with these two pipes. It's out in my workshop for 2 hours. Yeah. Anyways, I'm Paul the Pipe Guy. Send me your damaged pipes. Well, not chewed up or anything. That one's going to be fun. Yeah, I'm going to work on that one next. Get the exteriors all nice, then do the interiors. It's going to be great. Well, this is a better batch than you sent me last time, Garrett. The last ones Garrett sent me, if anyone's like my age, like 59 years old, you remember Bazooka Joe Bubblegum. Came in a wrapper like that, you know. You'd open it up and it'd have a little World War II comic or something in it. A couple of army guys, you know. Bazooka Joe. And it was hard as a rock. Yeah, I found that shit all in his last 5 pipes. Thank you very much, Garrett. That was fun to get out. And you know what? The greatest thing was, I haven't smelled that. When I was cleaning all that stuff out of those pipes, I hadn't smelled that smell in probably 50 years. And that gum was hard as a rock. If I tried to chew a piece of that Bazooka Joe bubble gum, I'd probably break a tooth now. Anyways, I'm Paul Pipe Guy. Oh yeah. That one's a beaut. Oh yeah, look at her. That's carnauba wax polish. I'll clean that all out. Look at her now. Yeah, she was all half bubbled up, looking like somebody threw her in a cauldron, you know, or something like that. Anyways, I'm Paul the Pipe Guy. Over and out.